Hey, it's Gene the Jesus Machine. Let's dip in here. This is a prophetic update. You know, the problem with prophets these days is is video. Rolling back, checking their work, seeing if what they said actually panned out. You know what I mean? It's a little it makes it rough. It's hard out there for a pimp when it comes to it's tough out there for a prophet. But Gene the Jesus Machine is here for a prophetic update. You know that prophet I made? Asterisk. Subsection 3, paragraph 9. I would like to add on a little, Your Honor, I would like my previous prophesying stricken from the record. And yeah, I've got a correction. The Lord misspoke.
You know, one of the things that we've talked about here on this program from the beginning has been prophecies. And I know we haven't talked about it.
Yeah, and the weird thing is, how did we not see that coming? And I do mean not see it coming. The thing we've talked about since the beginning is prophesying. Well, you can't prophesy after the fact. You know what we just decided to do? Start prophesying about what the show's been doing. It's a new form of prophesying. It's called remembering.
In recent months, but I really feel like we need to go back and show you some things that have happened, that have taken place as we've seen God bring.
Here it comes then. Okay, we're checking the work. Not all of it, I guess, but let's see. I'm excited.
Words of the prophets. Listen, there's a lot of stuff out there. There's a lot of people that are saying things that is not true, or they're writing on some other prophet that said something, and then they're getting.
Yeah, not only are they saying prophets, stealing prophecies that aren't true, but they're all right.
And they're adding a little bit to it. You got to be careful where you hear a prophecy.
Yeah, exactly. You gotta check the label on your prophecies now. You gotta turn that shit over. Check the sugar content on your prophecies. A lot of other prophecies have a very high sodium content. You would not believe some of the people, and you might believe this just from Gene's choice of pancake makeup, have a high MSG level.
Right now, I want to play this clip just from the other day with Robin Bullock was on with Steve Schultz. Watch this.
This is where you must have a working knowledge of the word of faith. The word of faith is something that Brother Hagin taught, the word of faith. Brother Copeland teaches the word of faith. The word of
Well, why would you name drop that guy other than the fact that he owns the network?
And you know, Brother Copeland was prophesied over. I remember hearing the prophet on Sid Roth's program years ago said in the very end, in the last days, Kenneth Copeland will have the biggest voice in the world. And he does.
And the only person between him and that is all of pop music and Joel Osteen.
He has the Victory Network. He brings in, he rivals the regular news media, but he almost said he brings in, he had to, he rivals the regular news media. Well, granted though, they pay taxes. Brings in all the profits into his programming, and he don't have to do that, but he does that, and now he's become the biggest voice.
There you go. Now become the biggest voice. That's true. And we're growing even bigger.
Yes. He just prophesied that we would become the biggest network. And that's true if we do say so our damn selves. That's the prophecy? Fuck. Whatever happened to earthquakes? Come on. End times, Antichrist, nothing? We're doing ratings now, you motherfucker? Of the 3 big religious networks, we think we've really got a shot at jumping to the front of the line. What?
Pastor Hank, I want to go to you, and let's kind of pick up before.
It's Hank Kunneman. Dropped it on us. Hank, you can't roll in there like Bela Lugosi, man. What, are you hanging out in a children's bookstore just freaking people out? You look like an SNL character, man.
Man, I want to play this back from February 28th. of last year on shakings, eruptions, and justice. Watch.
As you enter into a new season that is upon this nation,
you will understand that I am officially the worst contestant in the history of The Voice, as I sit here and no one turns their chair around because I'm pretending to sing. And Lord, if won't you buy me a Mercedes Benz? Oh, I didn't realize I could do such a good Hank Kunneman till just now. Lord, that's all right. Let's see what the prophecy is. Shakings and justice and shammerings and wickedness and yeah. I mean, wars and rumors of wars. Please tell me he said it's a bad idea to get out of Afghanistan.
Watch the intensity of the soil as the shakings will continue in the earth.
You think so? You think the earth is going to have earthquakes at some point going forward? Across the globe, there might be. If you roll that dice, let's see. How many earthquakes per year on Earth? About 20,000. Approximately 55 a day. I mean, yeah, pretty much, you roll that in. And when the clouds shall gather, on occasion there shall be water dripping from the ceiling. All right.
Watch as there will be eruptions.
Yeah, you think? Do we have a big volcano this year? Okay, so volcanic eruptions. We had one, right? 2021. There you go. Let's see. Let's start with, there's a few of them. Here's Tall, Piton de la Fournaise. That's probably the one he's talking about. What? Piton de la Fournaise! As the Lord's butthole opens up on the earth, and also the great Sitkin will rise forth if we do not chuck enough virgins into these things. Fukatuko Okabunobana. Look at the mess it's making out in a place where nobody. Kilauea. Always a favorite. I often thank the Lord for Kilauea and its slow rolling, constant action. Never can miss. If you want to call out an eruption, Etna, which I initially, when the Lord said that, thought would be the bringing down of an insurance giant. Turns out, nope. Nyiragongo, which sounds like a booty club from 1968. Also, right, there were no, if you'll recall, in 2020, volcanic. There were no volcanic eruptions in 2020. Oh, shit. One in Marapai, that was going on the whole time. And then there were also 4 in Frere Saint Vincent. Tingger, Caldera in Indonesia. There was one there. 3 of them in Cleveland. What? Wait a minute, what? Get the fuck out of here. June 3rd, 2020, a volcano in Cleveland erupted in 2020. Holy shit. That's how busy we were with COVID. How did I miss a Cleveland? All right. Cleveland, of all places. I mean, it's speckly, but still, Lord, don't you know?
That will mark disruptions. Great!
This was good. Hold on, back up. They'll mark disruptions in what, air travel?
That will mark disruptions. Great interruptions of my hand.
Yes. Of what?
And I will do it for the children.
Oh, I see. All right. So he's speaking as God and for God at the same time. It kind of vacillates in and out. So this is God talking through Hank Kunneman right now. Great interruptions. I had no idea that God's voice sounds like Kevin McDonald from The Kids in the Hall taking a giant shit.
Those who've been massacred in the wombs. Those who walk upon the earth at this time, that they will not have to live in socialism in the United States.
Woo! And how did volcanic eruptions didn't get any round of applause, but no socialism. Yes, by the way, I agree, because we don't have socialism in the United States. The United States isn't. Joe Biden's not a socialist. This isn't about socialism. It never has been. That's your own thing. I guarantee that armies of Yetis will not take over malls all across America. The Lord has said so. Really? You sure?
But I also give it to the children who have...
I don't know if you'd want to admit that as a pastor. Might get you in some deep shit.
Trafficked.
Yes. We will no longer have unicorns in God's America.
There will be much that will be exposed.
While you're giving it to the children? Dude. Much that I'm giving to... While I'm giving it to the children, there will be much that is exposed. So saith Jeffrey Toobin. What the hell?
Coming seasons that are upon...
Oh boy. All right, so much will be exposed in the coming seasons when he's giving it to the children. You're creeping me out, Hank. Honest to God, I feel like... Shit. This is worrying me. If somebody drives an ice cream truck on stage and he gets in, I'm headed to Oklahoma with a bazooka.
And I do not speak of a delayed time. Watch.
The Romans got a God for everything. The only thing they haven't got a God for is premature ejaculation. But I hear it's coming quickly.
Who, what, where, when, and how.
And how, yeah. And why? Do it in another language, too.
How that they have touched the children.
No. What is happening? Please don't let this... Please, Gene, the Jesus machine, do not bring this... Oh, God. Don't go... Speaking of touched children, oh, fucking hell.
For they will be brought to justice now. And I will do it. For you're entering into the season not only of a change of seasons, but you are entering in...
How do you enter into a season of a change of seasons? Jesus. Dude, come on. Come on. It not only are you reaching the heights of the highest, where you look down upon the bottom of the earth and up from hell towards the top of the bottom, or the bottom of the top. When you get to the top, you go back to the top of the slide and okay.
To the season of great change, and I speak it. God says, even in your politics too.
Even in your politics.
Even in your politics too? Really? Changes in politics? Really? You mean in a year where we got a new president? You're saying there'd be changes in political? Oh, goddamn. What do you just? First of all, were you just? Is this just bunting? This is their revisit, huh? Remember what you said, huh?
Pastor Hank, something I didn't catch that when I heard that or saw that the first time was the comment that
was the number of time you talk about coming and children and doing it for the kids and exposing yourself. It was weird. I gotta say, the first time I watched that, second time I watched it, it really stood out. I don't know what it was, but something, I was like, oh shit.
the piece about the children was in it. Now, this is almost a year ago, and so many times we listen to a prophet and a prophecy, and if it doesn't happen in the next week or two, we think it must not have been accurate. Yet here we are almost a year later, and we're beginning to see the truth about what's happening with the children's that are all over the
Yes, with the children's that are happening all over the what?
World and the trafficking and everything else that's going on.
I want to just say this. Some people are still calling out the prophets and certain prophecies that may not have come to pass. But I want to challenge those.
Not me. No, Hank, don't. I'm not going to pull your finger because you don't need a prophet, need to be a prophet to know what's going to happen if you give that fucking thing a tug. I'm just saying. But I will say, really? People are giving you a hard time, are they, Hank? Because of the months and months and months of you telling them that Trump was going to win the election and then he was going to be reinstated even after he lost it, and then they were going to actually, God was going to make it right, and then any fucking day now there was going to be a reversal and the Supreme Court was going to put him back in. You were like, it was like you were, instead of getting your prophecies from God, you were getting them from Mike Pillow's personal assistant. Yeah, and Diamond and Silk, right?
You that are challenging the prophets and their words. What are you hearing from God? Put a "Thus saith the Lord" on it. Put your hand on a Bible, look at the camera, go on record and say, "Thus saith the Lord." If you're calling.
All right. Well, I would, there's a problem there. I would never presume to speak on behalf of the fucking Lord, you dipshit. Thus saith the Lord. What the fuck? No. I can tell you what I think's going to happen, and some of it may be based on information, my own personal intelligence, and some sense of intuition, which you might read as the Holy Spirit, saying, you know what, here's a little tip. But I would never presume that's what it was, and I would never be such an asshole as to share it with people under that premise. Fucking hell.
The prophets, what are you hearing? What are you willing to go on record about?
Yeah, Mr. Prophet. Okay, you think prophesying so easy? Why don't you give it a shot? Fucking hell, oh my God. Is this the worst fallback from a prophet you've ever heard?
So let's go back to this prophecy. I sense some of you that are watching tonight, you are listening to some of the things that are going on here. And
yeah, a lot of us are watching this and going, not literally.
And you're moving into fear. You're moving into a sense of, some of you, a sense of outrage, and that's good.
Why would we be outraged at the stacking pile of bullshit you are shoveling all the fucking time? What the hell? Does anybody actually believe any of these dickheads? Well, hang on there a moment. You give me a second. Because I'm a big fan of Hank Kunneman, man. Do not, come on. Listen here and understand. This is the truth, buddy. I watch him every week. Sometimes I will, ever since my truck broke down, sometimes I'll hop on our biggest dog and ride him up to Oklahoma and see this feller live. I've been sitting there in the audience about a dozen or so times, and I'm like, all right, give it to me. Tell us. Do the big hand gesture where it looks like you're attacking Dolly Parton at a Christmas party. And then tell me what the Lord is telling you about what the Lord is telling me about what the Lord's telling you. And then when it doesn't work out, tell me why the Lord doesn't want it to work out. That's the greatest thing about him. I don't know if you ever watched, he's the best. Tell us what's up, Hank.
The outrage. But here's the thing. You got to look at what God is saying so that you come to a place of faith.
Yes. Never be afraid to look at sounds coming out of somebody's mouth.
And not just faith, but action. And God said in those...
Right, that's true. Yeah, don't just look at what hasn't happened. Look at why you think it should have happened when it never was going to happen. I agree. Tell them, Hank.
These three things, Pastor Gene, that I think was very interesting.
By the way, Hank, a lot of people say we look alike when you're not wearing makeup. We look very similar when you're with your dentures out and without that kind of stuff. I mean, you're a little more jowly.
Talked about the children in three specific things. Number one, he talked about that there would be...
check your notes. You don't want to just quote God at random with your eyes closed looking up at the ceiling, holding a microphone. That's a bad look. What you want to do is, God met with you. He sat there. He finished his chocolate milk, and he told you what the fuck was up, and you took notes. Like Holden Ford in Mindhunter. What was that again? You get that? What about your mom? That kind of shit.
God defending the children regarding abortion. Second, socialism. They would not have to live in socialism. What are we seeing? We're seeing mandates and Marxism and communism.
Mandates and Wait, they're mandating Marxism and communism? Oh my God, am I late? Was I supposed to report to a fucking mask factory to make, each according to his needs, MAGA masks for my fellow Americans? I mean, I appreciate you going, Marxism, socialism, check, fucking check. I mean, they sent 3 checks. That's socialism. It's got to be, right? That's what I heard. Anytime the government sends you money and you can spend it however you want on what you see fit, that's socialism.
We're also seeing sex trafficking. And here's what's...
Oh, are we now? I got to get back up to Oklahoma. Where have you been vacationing, man? Also, the children's books, still a weird look.
Amazing. In December, there was 3 major news headlines that came out that there were more earthquakes within a 24-hour period that had been ever in the history of the United States on record.
Really? That's amazing. In a 3-day period. And still none of us fucking know. That is so weird, man.
There were more eruptions this year than in any other...
Oh, you don't have to tell me... I love eruption, man. That's what he's doing. And then go straight into every time I do you really got me. You really got me. You really got me. Whenever I do that at karaoke, I insist they play eruption beforehand.
God said in the prophecy there would be earthquakes, shakings, eruptions as a sign that God was going to vindicate the children.
Yeah, that's right. And he didn't say it directly. He just put a sign on the door that said, if the house is a rocking, don't come a knocking. Hoo-hoo!
Concerning abortion, we just saw the Supreme Court is going to be hearing a case, one of the most incredible Supreme Court cases concerning abortion in the month of December. We also saw how they're pushing mandates, and there's now a backfiring and a backlash regarding what they're trying to...
There's a backfiring and a backlash. There's a backspace. There's a key on the keyboard that says backspace on it.
With their socialistic agenda. Third, are you ready? Grizzly Maxwell.
I'm ready.
The lady. Okay.
Grizzly Maxwell. Oh my God. Is she Epstein's bear wrangler?
Trial with Jeffrey Epstein in the month of December. Because all of this is...
Yeah, he dead, And this has all happened while Biden's president. You know that, right? Like they didn't call it off. They didn't go, oh shit, that dude, he's a friend of ours. They kept, that shit she's a gnarly woman. They ought to put her under the jail, but still.
Something great change. And I want to just say this last thing.
Hey,
we
thanks,
talk
Beth.
about the mark of the beast. And sometimes we
we do? I wouldn't bring that shit up. I know Mark. He's a weird dude.
Preachers, we grab our Bibles and we start talking about the beast and the tribulation. The book of Revelation.
Yeah, I've seen you guys do that. Grab the Bible, start talking about the beast and tribulation. You do it like it's fucking nothing, and then you put it back down, and then you go back to sleep with your neighbor's wife, and then you pick it up again the next day. Oh, beast and tribulation.
Is the testimony of Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Quit glorifying the beast, the tribulation, and all the other things that come with it. And I want to say this, Acts 2:22 is how we're supposed to act this year. Jesus approved of God in signs, wonders, and miracles. We need to get our eyes on the Lord, and he is not done with this nation. And
that's right. Yeah, stop bothering the prophets who may or may not have been completely head up your ass wrong all year. Leave him alone. Stop following him to his goddamn car and saying, what the fuck? Focus on miracles that are happening right before you. Like miracles like the normal workings of the legal system. You know what I'm saying? That's a fucking miracle. He knows a fucking miracle. Here's a miracle. Somebody who can talk to you without fucking pointing. That's a miracle if you're... Oh, sorry. Miracles.
I'm telling you, he is pushing back. He is bringing justice, and we are going to see the manifestations of these things with some great changes that are coming. It's not all going to be right.
Hey. Are you allowed to do that now? Can you say that the answer to a prophecy is more prophecy? Oh, man, that's sweet work if you can get it. What a brilliant plan. I prophesy that whatever I say this year, I will continue to prophesy. And it's the Lord said, punt on first down. The Lord spoke to me, and he said, don't be afraid to punt on first down. Never be afraid to kick a field goal from the kickoff. Never be afraid to slam dunk a baseball. I don't know. God does not give a shit about sports.
But we're going to see it unravel, and flop flip is going to continue in the land of America.
It is, and it's already
unravel and flop flip. It doesn't start. It's flip. Huh? Who the fuck wears flop flips? You dumb son of a bitch. It's flip flop. It starts on the flip side. The flip is the start. The flop is the bottom part, and then the first time you do it, you flip it over, and then it flops back because the flop side is down and the flip side is up. And you flip a coin, and a flipped coin doesn't flop. You go flop yourself, you dumb son of a bitch.
I want to quick before we go off the air tonight. I want to talk about.
Better speak quick, because I'm prophesying. The Lord is speaking to me right now. He's telling me you're not long for this world in terms of greater ratings and stuff like that, and then increasing pressure will fall upon you, saith the Lord. I don't have my head on the Bible right now, but you just have to take my fucking word for it, and if I'm wrong, I'll just update it in a couple months. The Lord has spoken to me. He's saying, that burrito was a mistake. That's not him talking. That's the Holy Spirit. Oh, that's a silent, but the Holy Spirit can be silent but deadly at times. But the Lord is telling me right now, Gene the Jesus Machine, Lanny Walnuts, and Mario Scario, and Hank Kunneman, he telling me that I prophesy that in a few months' time, you guys will be back on here talking about these prophecies and saying that they are seriously going to happen sooner or later. That's the Lord just told me that. He did. She did. It's kind of a girl's voice. It's weird. I mean, it's kind of, honest to God, it's hollow. You can't really tell. It sounds like a big universal wind inside my head.
Other word, I don't have it on video here to show, but it was from...
What? Don't worry, Gene. We trust you.
I forget how long ago you were talking about the
Me too.
prophecy, mild and extremes. Talk about that, because I have some B-roll here.
Oh my God. What? This is my favorite prophecy. Some things are going to be mild, others will be extreme. How did he know that? How could he see that coming? This dude's a fucking miracle.
I'm going to show you. Many of you know, I like here in the DFW area where Flashpoint resides, we had a...
You got, holy shit. You guys are at the Department of Water and Power? I'm sorry, the Department of Food and Water? Department of Farts and Water?
81-degree Christmas Day, which was extremely mild, even for Texas. But it's quickly followed.
Extremely mild. Oh, Lord's prophesying the weather again. Well, at least it's something you can count on as well.
By the extreme,
pack a sweater.
Just a couple days ago.
Don't forget, the Lord said pack a sweater and wear a tank top. Also, bring 2 pairs of pants and a belt in case you eat too much. You can you can open it up. And also, change your drawers. No, that's just my own internal head. Come on.
We dropped down in the teens with a wind chill at -1.
Don't say drop down in the teens in front of Hank, who's gonna get with the children and everything will be exposed. You're fucking creeping me out again, Gene.
We have extremes going on right here, but look at I-95. We got some footage. Roll that, guys. Look at what happened. This is I-95 last night, within the last 36 hours of what happened. This was in Virginia, what you're seeing, where there's some traffic jams, some 18-wheelers jackknife, and there was no help. They were stranded overnight. Last night, even, to get to the place of this. This is gnarly. An extreme weather scenario.
Hey, it is extreme weather. It's an extreme traffic scenario, but hey, you got to say, the Lord wanted all those people to be late, like fucking late, like really late.
Now they're trying to blame Glenn Young.
Does Hank use Venmo? I don't know, but I sure the fuck do. Please contribute to my dental plan. Use Venmo right now. Point your phone right at this thing and donate if you like me on the show. Did that work? I hope so. Okay.
For Virginia, which is funny because he's not even in office yet, but as governor for not doing something. But this really is evidence of what we're seeing. Here's a picture of Washington, D.C. You can see the White House across Lafayette Square. This is number 12, guys. That you can see just how much the snow is happening. It's blasting through.
Yeah, that looks horrifyingly beautiful. At no time in human history has there been snow in the month of December in the East. When the fuck did this start? I'm so glad I'm stuck down here in Appalachia.
There, so much happening with snow and ice and extreme temperatures, Hank.
Yeah, this is socialism snow. You can't even make angels in it because they're atheists.
Well, God spoke ahead of time, and this was back in the summer.
Yeah, he told you about a cold front coming in from the south and all possible freezing temperatures. And, of course, God looks a lot like Bill Murray in Groundhog Day. I don't know if you know that. It's true.
Even into September, he said that there would be a sign again in the snow that would mark. He's not done with.
Yes, the yellow marks in the snow are a sign that it is time for Hank to have a snack.
Psalm 68:14. God dealt with wicked kings. Come on, we've got a wicked agenda in the White House, and God is dealing with it again by the sign of something in the natural, and that is snow. He said, also look for me in mild.
Oh, I see. Yes, the cleansing snow that Biden's still president during. So is God always attacking Vladimir Putin? Is that what you're saying? Holy shit. God hates Eskimos. I had no idea. The Westboro Baptist Church has taken a strange turn.
Extreme happening at the same time. But here's the last thing I'm going to say. On January...
Oh, and Lanny Walnuts wants to say something. Pull over at, oh, look at that. You guys, John just sent something for Ficus. That's really sweet of you. Come on now. Look at that, sending them. And so did Barbara. Barbara, thank you so much for the Venmos. And Robert and Beth and Michelle and you guys and Melissa, I'm going to buy some floss. I'm serious this time. I'm going to get at it. I'm going to make it a daily habit. I know I've said it before for fucking years. Thanks, Bethany.
Or December 31st, God was prophesying and he said, look and see. They're going to say, we've never seen it like this before. And those are the news headlines right now regarding what you just shown.
Yeah, and
we've never seen anything like this. Ever. In the whole fucking world. I probably could look it up. Hold on. How does this computer thing work? Let's see. All right. Biggest snowstorm, Washington, D.C. history. Let's see. That's probably just now. Right now. Well, there's a bunch of them. Dude, we ain't even in the top fucking 3. 1922 was worse. Probably the Lord punishing us for flappers, cocaine, and anal. 1899, that's what you get for winning the Civil War. 1979 was, that was in February. That was like just making things hard on Carter for a while. It's 10 biggest snowstorms on record in Washington, D.C. Let's look back at it. Come on. Look at these folks. Holy shit. She's a fine-looking lady. Or French fella. I can't tell, really. Let's see what this says. It's featured family of snow lovers in the Washington area. Here you go. Top 25 snowstorms. I'm sure this one's on the list. Let's see. 22, 1899, 1979, 2016, 2010, 96, 2003, 1983, 2009, 1936. The fuck is going on? 1958, 1900, 1966, 1899, 1886, 1891, 1932, 1908, 1930, 42, 87, 1957, 1935, 1987, and 2010. Dude, I mean, I understand people like saying, I never even seen anything like this before, because they probably wasn't born in 1900, so that they were like 22 years old when this one happened. Maybe they weren't alive in 1970. I mean, Hank hangs out with a lot of young people. Even in 2016, motherfucker, it was 2 days of this shit. I ain't never seen anything like this, mainly because I don't bother to look.
There was President Biden trying to be president, but he was walking down the steps.
Triding. Hey, I mean, nobody's president while they're walking the fucking stairs in the snow. We're all just people. Man, if there's a great equalizer, it's a slippery set of stairs or a ramp. Ask Trump. He negotiated he stayed president the whole time he was walking down that ramp. You could see him. That's why he walked so slow.
There in D.C. That was the third just a day ago, yesterday. I think we've got the plane, Air Force One. You got that video. Show them that. I'm showing you all this video to show you this is the truth that's come out here. Amazing.
Yeah. It is true that it was snowing. These guys are good. I mean, people were saying this had never. They nailed this one. When they're talking about the weather after it happened, like they know it happened before, like it was 10 days before, and then they replay this video, and they didn't have, I mean, come on.
We're living in. We need to listen to the prophets. All right, let's real quickly. I've got
and by prophets, he means the Weather Channel.
A minute left. I'll let you go first,
1
Mario.
minute.
Wrap this up real quick.
Mario, wrap it up, Mario Scario. Why you're hanging out in San Francisco, we don't fucking know.
It's a powerful time to win souls, and I'm excited to be here now.
Dude, dude, all due respect, you sound like Satan right now. What the fuck is this? Crossroads? What are you gonna do, whip out a guitar or bring Steve Vai along to help you win some souls? The fuck?
And to be a part of what God is about to do in this country. And I'm thankful to God for the opportunity to tell the Flashpoint audience, get ready for an outpouring of the Holy Spirit.
Amen. Lance?
Ew, I hope that outpouring of the Holy Spirit doesn't come when Hank is getting into the youth and telling them what's coming. That's some nasty shit, man. I'm sorry, Lanny Walnuts, we did not get to hear from you today. We're all very depressed. We're all very sad about it. I mean, you look upset, we're all upset. Look at your face. Look at his fucking face. Look at Lanny Walnuts over there. You look like fucking... He look like, talk about a winter storm. He looks like Jack Torrance stuck in the fucking hedge maze. Shit. All right, let's get back to business.